What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the SVR podcast. So, guys, today we brought it back, the same person from the first episode, the first ever guy to ever appear on my podcast. This is Daimare, but his new name is Cassiver Mods, of course. What's up, fam? Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to do that nostalgic intro I used to do. Hello, everybody. It is me, Ximar Duck. Now, I'm only doing that one time only because this is my return to the SVR podcast for once in a time. So, anyways, when you're ready, ask me questions because I got the list right here.
So, fam, you know what you're doing, right? Basically,
Yeah.
all I have to do is asking you at least 9 questions about how you started your YouTube content, about your life, that you're still going through it even though you got matured, and etc. Best believe, if you want to keep going, talked about, like, if you want to respond and, keep going, talked about it in every question, you gotta do it longer. Or, if you don't want to keep it going, you must do it shorter.
I'm actually going to speak about on these questions, which I have a list in front of me. I'm going to talk a lot about it.
Sure, no problem. So without any ado, let's jump into it. First question. Now this first question is for your perspective of your evolution of your YouTube content. So the question is, what made you start your own YouTube content from the bottom to now?
Well, to be honest, my inspiration to starting a YouTube channel was PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Markiplier, all the classic YouTubers from 2011 to 2012. When I had first seen their videos, I was like, "This is awesome! I want to do this." Of course, I wasn't successful at first, but later on in the years grew by, I kept growing, and I've been trying to start many YouTube channels. It's actually bad. I remember my very first YouTube name. It was Battle Bros 21 because I was doing YouTube with my brother at the time before he quit, and then I started doing videos by myself. After then, I had like 5 subscribers. I changed my name to The Lane Gamer because I remember watching this YouTuber named Alan the Lane Gamer do his one who was doing his Minecraft, Slenderman, and Herobrine saga. So that gave me the idea to change my name to the Lane Gamer 62. Yeah. Ever since then, I've been doing a lot better in content. Like I've been growing faster and better as my content grew. And when I looked back at my old videos from 6 years ago, which I delete on my Mr. Casanova YouTube channel, I had videos from 6 to 7 years ago. I deleted them all because I was like, I don't want that to represent my image. But I wish I didn't, because like that was history. That was me growing up in the YouTube career. So I was like, I was sad I deleted them. But yeah, now as Cassiver Mods, I remember when I first started a channel as Ximar, out of the 9 to 10 months I've had the channel, I've grown fast from 0 subscribers to 44 to be exact. Of course, I met you as my editor, and Cody, and a few other people that helped me out on my channel. Yeah, that was my history of my YouTube channel, how I started, and where I'm at now.
But can you tell me exactly, like, since you back then when you had some videos that you don't feel like it wasn't enjoyable to you, but can you tell me, like, do you feel bad on making these? Do you regret of doing kind of stuff?
Looking back, I knew like I was young and I was such a cringy person. Like I loved FNAF when I was little, and that's the game that grew up my channel. Like when I first started out, I was playing FNAF 2, but I want you to link the video in the description if I could find it, because it was me playing FNAF 2 6 years ago, to be honest. And when I recently put the 6 year anniversary video of me playing FNAF 2, that was a tribute to 6 years ago when I first started my first channel. But my very first video was on Roblox under Cole's admin house. I was testing out the admin commands. So that was actually my very first video I've ever did on YouTube. So yeah, sometimes when I look back at my channel, I regret watching my older videos because they were cringe as heck. But looking back, it was still fun to me. It was then and now because I was like growing at the time, so I didn't know what it was like to lose subscribers or lose interest in a game and then come back to it years later. So yeah, I do regret some of the things I did, but it was still like my childhood, you know?
Next question. What's your favorite food that you have been eating? Can you tell me why you love it so much?
My favorite food. Well, my favorite food has always been pizza and tacos and chicken. Tacos because the crunchy taco shell is really hard to explain, but I just like crunchy foods, you know? Cause like if it's soft, soggy, like I won't eat it. Cause like what's the point? It's just gonna taste bad, you know? But pizza, on the other hand, I actually eat it regardless soggy or not. Like it's still good. So yeah,
So is it because the fact that you eat it both, is it because they are too delicious and you're appealing?
yeah, like they satisfy me. Like they look good in my opinion. They taste good, and they just satisfy. You know, when you have an empty stomach, they just satisfy.
Next question. Now, I know I know that you have been playing these kind of video games that, when you was in childhood, you forgot that you played that before. But can you tell me favorite nostalgic video game that you have been played a while ago? And can you tell me exactly why do you love it?
So my favorite nostalgia video game. If I had to pick one, it would be Faint. Um, you may recall Faint is like a parody of Diablo in some ways because it's like a dungeons. You go into dungeons, kill monsters, level up, get better equipment, sell, repeat. But that was actually my favorite nostalgia game that I played years ago. And I'm actually debating on doing that as a series on my channel. Like if I can hunt down a disc, an actual CD disc of the game, and purchase it and play it on my computer, I actually played it as a series because it was actually my favorite game back from 2008 to 2009. And I remember playing it back in 2017 as a nostalgia trip. Boy, that game is fun. Even though it's like you just do the same thing over and over, it was fun. Like, it was really nostalgic for me. But if I had to say more than one, the second one would be Roblox. I've been playing that since 2012. Third game, Minecraft. I've been playing that since 2012 as well. And the fourth and final one will be none other than Bakugan.
Oh yeah.
Bakugan from Bakugan Battle Brawlers, yeah. That's the game that I remember I played and beat a while ago. And of course, I repurchased the game for like $10 for the Xbox 360, and I beat it all in one like legit. I beat it all in 4 days. So yeah.
Next question. I know that in your life, whatever, you have been changing and changing, but what's the one thing you would like to change about yourself when it comes to you and around people?
If I had to change something about myself, it would be my personality. Because, like, back in my past, I don't like to say this in front of people, but I was very aggressive and violent as a child. I was always dreamed of destruction, and it was, like, odd for me because I never really had friends because of my personality. So, the one thing I would like to change about myself is my personality.
Definitely. Next question.
And that's one.
Next question. What is the best phase in your life?
Oh, that's a tricky one. My best phase. Uh, if I have to say one, it would be my teenage stage, which is almost over because like I have a year and a month left on my teenage phase, and then I'm gonna be in my adult phase. But like my teenage phase, like it brings back so many memories, just knowing how much um I went through as a teenager, all the times I've been sent off or helped in my time. Like, yeah. So it's like, it's been very nostalgic for me because it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot to find out who I am and what I mean to people. So, yeah.
Next question. And I know that you've been talked to a lot of people, and they gave you some suggestions to, get improved at some point. But what is the best advice you have been given by any person?
Um, I have two of phrase or advice I have been given. One of them was by my family. It was like, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything that you just put your mind to. Like, for instance, riding a bike. If you put your mind to it and you don't think about failing, and you think about succeeding, there's a 50-50 chance that you would succeed in the first time. And I did. So, that's one of them. The second one was from my best friend Doug. He says, sometimes life is not worth anything, but you always gotta be there for the ones you love and the people you care about. No matter how hard things get or how hard life becomes. You always gotta be strong and keep going.
Not give up. That's why. You're the reason why you live,
That's
and you're the
basically all it
reason
is.
why you are around.
Yeah, it's basically like never give up.
Next question, and I know that 2017 you started to make your own purchase to make a debut and start your own career of pro wrestling. But what
Yeah.
is your top 5 greatest pro wrestling superstars in your opinion by the ability, skills, and the enjoyment? What is 5 of them the best and the greatest pro wrestlers of all time?
My opinion, the I'm just gonna say the greatest pro wrestlers in my opinion. Why I think one Vince's Diddy is like when he lost a match, he never raged, he never was toxic. He says GG and walks off, and he doesn't treat anybody like trash. Even though it's like it's meant to be in a promo where he has to talk trash to somebody, he does it and he's sincere about it. Like that's one. Two, Yellow Henry. It was actually a joy. I actually enjoyed working with him in the pro wrestling industry because he helped me out a whole lot. Like he taught me how to do things in wrestling, and he's taught me certain things about it, and it was really fun working with him. Three, A230. Even though he was a pain in the butt sometimes, he was still a good friend. Four would be you, because you trade me sometimes, and every time we had a match, we just say at the end of the match, regardless if I win or lose, or you win or lose, it's like GG, shake hands, and then go home. And five, Wrath. Even though we talk trash to each other a lot, he's still a really good person, and like he's really good in heart because even though he can be a jerk, he's really nice though. You just gotta take time to learn how he rolls, and if once you do, it's not that difficult to talk to him. And those are my top 5 greatest wrestler superstars, in my opinion.
Yeah, these 5 that you choose, is it either by the ability, enjoyment, or skills?
Enjoyment.
All right. Um, Next question. Now I know that you have played video games and just you watched all the cartoons from different programs, but like, can you tell me exactly favorite nostalgic cartoon when you was smaller?
Uh, my favorite cartoon, I gotta say, was either Bakugan, Beyblade, Pokemon, or the original Teen Titans. Those are gonna be some of my favorites from when I was smaller. 'Cause I used to watch those all the time, and I never missed an episode until here recently when I lost cable, so I wasn't able to watch it for a while. But I'm starting to rewatch it on Netflix and Hulu.
And the final question of the day. Um, Now, I know that 2019, around 2019, 2020, you have been trying your best to like get recognition on your music. But when it comes to listening to other artists to yourself, can you tell me exactly who inspired you when making music?
Like when I first started doing music in 2016, it was Eminem, Gillett, Hollywood. Well, not Hollywood Index. I didn't know him at that time. 3 Days Grace, One Republic. 2017 came along, and I started listening to more Eminem, Nickelback, Roddy Ricch. Um,
Roddy Rich?
2018. Yeah.
Oh wait, you have been listening to Roddy Rich since 2017? Oh, I didn't know that you actually liked Roddy Rich's music. But yeah, continue to
I
your
can
list.
I can listen to it, but sometimes that gets annoyed. But 2018 comes around, I start listening to more WWE type stuff. Um, and their era stuff from the old days and the new days. 2019, that's when I start listening to Hollywood of Dead for that year in 2020. And then 2021 was the most confusing year out of them all. Because I listened to Eminem, Nickelback, Roddy Ricch, Rod Wave, uh, One Republic, Hollywood Undead, Deuce, um, and some other people. And those have been the people that's inspired my music, like talking about the heart, the soul, and talking about your story. Like, don't I don't like talking about drugs, money, guns, murder. When I sing a song, I just like to talk about my story and like how I've been influenced by it, uh, taught by it, and yeah, that's stuff about me.
I mean, do you love storytelling rap at some time?
Yeah, that's mainly what I do when I rap. Is I do a story tell, and I basically talk about my like how I was influenced and how I grew up with music.
Damn, I feel you. I mean, if you want to do the storytelling, because I feel like a lot of people will pay attention to how you feel with the self confidence and how much emotion you get.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, that was it, folks. Cassifer Mods, also known as XI Marduk. If you want to say anything towards to the end, if just say it in your heart.
Like in the last closing moments, I just want to say, thank you guys for being here with me. I've been through a lot this year and last year. For the last 4 years, I've been going through a lot, and I felt like I had nobody. But since my viewers and the people that helped SVR out, and me and Cody and all the people I know started helping us out, it's been meaning a lot to me because no person should be left unheard. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for sticking around and watching our content. And if you can't physically watch it yourself or you don't want to watch our stuff, I just say thank you for at least being there in support. Yeah, SVR, take it away.
Which this is why the links of his social media and my social media will be linked in the description below. So make sure follow him on Instagram, Twitter,
It's
YouTube, and I think merch
yeah.
to go buy his merch.
Follow me on Instagram at Cast of Vermont. Follow me on Twitter. I had to look up my Twitter. Hold up. I don't remember my name off the top of my head. If you want to buy the merch, it will help me out a lot. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Casanova. And the A in Casa is capital CXSSA Nova. Follow my Discord. If you have to, go to my description on my channel, and I will leave a link to my Discord server there. And I'll see you guys in my next video.
And I will see you guys later in the next episode of the podcast. Bye.